They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to you're racist if you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president. I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were tolerant, thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock him up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed. Told us trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop them, he don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance, like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, cause y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. Wanna protest, go hard. Wanna burn flags, go off. But y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all the terrorists when you're armed. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock him up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed. They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to you're racist if you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president. I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were tolerant, thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock him up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed. Told us trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop him, he don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance, like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, cause y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. Wanna protest, go hard. Wanna burn flags, go off. But y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all the terrorists when you're armed. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock him up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Mike Rock Uncensored, man. It's been a minute. I think we've been about 2 weeks since we've actually started putting out regular content again. And it's because we've been working on some pretty nice things moving forward. But before we get started, because we got some things to talk about, man, we're going to talk about the Diddy situation. We also want to talk a little bit about what's going on with Mayor Adams in New York right now. But again, before we get started, I just wanted to address some things with me personally. You guys see right now that I am trying to raise some money for a car. One of the things that I feel like I needed to get out there, number one, we're content creators. Whatever donations we get for the content we create is amazing. It's nice. I'm grateful for it. But some people have a tendency to think that because we are raising money means that a lot of us are just asking for it for free. And that's not the case at all. Like if you can afford to give and you think it's a worthy enough cause to give to, you can always go and buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Mike Rock. It is a worthy cause. It's a vehicle would be my primary source of income until these things grow that we are putting out there. But more than that, I actually have a number of skill sets that I'm just making available at a much cheaper rate than I normally would. So with my websites, I build WordPress-based websites. I've been doing it for 13 years. If you're looking for one, I usually charge almost $1,000 for, depending on what they need. I'm doing them for as low as $200 right now. That's what I'm trying to do to make money so that I can put me and my kids in this car. I have been very fortunate. A lot of people think because we do things like this that we're already set for life and that we're just begging for money. And that's not really the case. That's not the case here. I got started with this whole content creation, at least the way that I'm doing it, because I don't like the way things are going right now. And I'm the type of person that you can't complain about something if you're not actively trying to change it. If you're not actively trying to do something to better that situation, to be more productive, and to basically become the change that you want to see in the world. I got that from somewhere. I don't remember where I got that. So that's what I do. I love helping people. But sometimes, we all need some form of help. And so, I give back. I just finished my website, my community, righteous.com. Take out the O's not there. But this is my way of giving back. Every skill set that I've obtained over my 50 years of life, I am now making available to people through this website. Everything from credit repair, which isn't available yet, but we have a kids program because I'm a certified coach, and we're going to be giving away free tools and materials to encourage kids to live healthier lives. There will be Bible studies involved, and even if you're not a Christian, the group is set up to where you can pick and choose which programs you want to participate in. So nobody's forcing you to, all of a sudden have a webinar on, Christianity or Bible studies or anything like that. If your kid is actively involved in sports, but they just want the Bible study end of everything, they're more than welcome to do that as well. So it isn't just about, so we do have a kids program. We're going to be giving it away absolutely free. We've got the credit repair that's going to be coming up. Mike Rock Uncensored, all of my exclusive content is going to be running through the Righteous community. And there's one other one that I have. I have a men's group. I know you guys are going to think this is cheesy, but we're going to call this men's group. Alex Smith, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the stream. We have this men's group. It's going to be called Camelot. And the reason why I decided to call it Camelot is because I created this group just as much for me as a man as I am for other men who need that encouragement and that support and maybe just a few ideas to help them live better lives. I think men need to get back to being men again. Whatever that means to you, take it for what it's worth. If you want to be offended, that's on you. I don't have time to care about your feelings as far as what the definition of a man is. You be you. But a lot of us, that if this hits home, if you know what I'm talking about and you can relate, then I invite you guys to go and join the Righteous community. You guys can join that men's group or that free kids program, or whatever else we have available. You let me know what you need. And that's the kind of person I am. I want to help people. But yes, I am also in a position where I need help as well. And I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend to be something that I'm not. But at the same time, I'm actually willing to work for it. So there was some insinuations. Nobody directly said it, but there was some insinuations that, he's out here begging for money, $1,600. And if you read the description, if you read the post that I put up on X and that I put up again on Facebook, I'm not begging for anything. I'm asking to work for it. And if there's anything that I can do for you to earn that money so that I can buy a car for my kids, because every last dime I make right now goes towards paying my bills. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, but fortunately, I've had some help that I don't want to take for granted. Somebody's been really helping me out over these past couple of months to help me build a steady source of income. And so we've built that. That routine is there, but I need to stop using this person's resources and to create my own so that I can be self-sufficient and be able to take better care of my kids on my own. So I hope that answers that question. Again, yes, we are always accepting donations, but no, I am not expecting $1,600 in donations. I am a single full-time father. I am willing to work for every dime I get, just like everybody should be. But, sometimes we need clarification. All right. With that said, man, let's get into this whole Diddy situation. I'm glad to be back. You guys can see that our primary channel for videos is going to be on Rumble. The reason for that is because, and you guys, whether you want to admit it or not, YouTube is restricting content that they do not like. They are not a platform for free speech. And for the most part, neither is Facebook. So I am going to be sharing videos with you guys on YouTube and on Facebook and on X and on Rumble. But our primary channel for where you can get this information in case I get suspended on any of those other platforms is to find me right here on Rumble, because they let me say what I need to say without the fear of being banned or canceled or suspended. Candace Owens, who I love to listen to, she's basically been doing the same thing, because the minute she decided to speak out against an issue she has with the Jewish community, they've all of a sudden decided that she is a bad idea. She is an enemy of their faith, and and apparently YouTube agrees with them. So they've suspended her account twice, or they suspended her account once, and they've been removing videos that she's posted. And the sad thing is if you listen to Candace Owens, everything she posts, I'm not going to say it up here and say I know that every last thing that she has ever posted is true. What I love about Candace Owens is that she does the math. She's not going to post a video without herself or her team going out there, doing the homework, doing the research, and coming at you guys with facts. And the left, they hate it. They can't stand the fact that she is exposing them. She's exposing their lies. She's exposing the hypocrisies. She's exposing every last thing that she can. And it's what's really cool, and it's the way that I feel as well, is she doesn't care which side of the fence that you're on, whether you're left or right. She is defending right versus wrong, not right versus left, and vice versa. So I would really hate to get on that woman's bad side, because like I said, I don't care if you're her best friend, she is not going to side with you if she doesn't believe in what you're doing, your cause, a decision you've made. She's calling out the BS. And like I said, I got nothing but love and respect for what she's doing. I think it's awful. I think it's a horrible thing that we've got somebody that's willing to speak those kind of truths, whether you believe everything she says or not. She believes it. Her heart is her heart is in the right place. She's doing the math. She's doing the research. And it's just really sad that we want to cancel people like that, because we've got a government who wants to profit and be in power based on the lies and stuff and the manipulations that they use to control this country with. So the Diddy situation, which leads me to this, and I know you don't see the connection, but the connection is there. This whole Diddy situation, this whole Mayor Adams situation, it is a distraction. Yes, what's going on with that Diddy situation, it's bad. I've been telling people forever, why are you listening to celebrities? I tell all my Democrat friends, my left friends, I don't think we have that much of a problem with people on the right, because the celebrities on the left don't like us anyway. But I've been telling my friends and stuff on the left, don't be influenced by what's going on in the world of celebrities, because they're not trying to influence you to vote for what's in your best interest. They're trying to get you to vote for what's in their best interest. And if you look at what's going on in Hollywood right now, their best interests. It's pretty shady. You know these things are happening. There's enough information out there, but it's getting crazy. The more it gets exposed, the crazier it's getting. Like people are running scared right now. You got people that are coming up and they're trying to tell their side of the story. And I think it was D.L. Hewley who said it best, man. D.L. Hewley said that you can't come out now and start telling stories to defend yourself. If you knew about this and never said anything about it, you're not a victim. You're an accomplice. And I agree with them 100%. Whether your first encounter with that situation was kind of forced on you. And I'm only speaking on the adults because with kids, it's a very different story. They are victims regardless. They don't know any better. And whoever's doing whatever they've been doing to any kid in that situation needs to go to prison for life, in my opinion. And if you've I'm being very careful with my words. I'm such a huge advocate for kids that if you have touched kids in a negative way, we'll just put it out there like that, you need to be castrated. They need to do so. You need to be chemically castrated. That junk down there doesn't need to work in any way, shape, or form anymore. That is just, to me, it's bad. And the fact, and you hear about people, these therapists now that are trying to get us on a page to where we are victimizing what is these pedos? I don't know what the word is that won't get me canceled or banned, but you know what I'm talking about. They're trying to victimize them and say that it is almost like a sexual orientation. And no, that's a sexual orientation that will get you unalived. And as far as I'm concerned, there's no excuse for what's going on with these kids. However, with the adult situation, I understand if you wanted to be a celebrity, you wanted to be a rapper, you wanted to get into the Hollywood limelight, and basically you were led to believe that this was the only way to do it. If you're in that situation, I don't sympathize with you. Because you chose the money and the fame, you chose to sacrifice and compromise that part of yourself in exchange for the money and the fame. I don't sympathize with you. You could have chose differently. Yes, you could be working at McDonald's. You could be working at Home Depot. You could have been living a normal life. You wanted the fortune and the fame. You knew what the price was when it was presented to you, and you chose to accept it. So no, I do not sympathize with you. Now, for the other ones, for the ones that didn't know, and the ones that were drugged, and the ones that were led into that situation, I only feel bad for you for the first time it happened. Because once it happened, if you decided to continue along that route, you're no longer a victim. I am no longer sympathetic towards your cause because you now knew the price more than anybody, and you knew it was real, and you still decided to go down that path, follow your dreams, and sacrifice and compromise yourself in order to achieve that. So, like I said, I agree with D.L. Hewley 100%. If you were put in that situation, you chose that path for yourself. You are not a victim. I'm sorry. You're not a victim at all. You're an accomplice. You're an accomplice at this point, which is why. Who was it? Usher? You felt bad for him when he was a kid, but the minute he decided to recruit Justin Bieber into that situation, I'm no longer sympathetic towards what you're going through. I've been in my own situations. Trust me, the more I get, the more I grow with this community, and the more that my past, I'm not ashamed of my past. I don't regret things that I've done. I wish that they could have been done differently in a way. But when I look at the kids, the beautiful kids that I have, I know that I wouldn't have had those kids in any other way than with the decisions, good and bad, that I made to get me here. So I can't regret it. I do wish that I would have made better choices, but I can't regret it because of where I'm at now. But I'll just say this, and later on in life, I will expose game. I'm not afraid to answer questions. I've done some bad things. I've done some things. I've hurt some people. I've been hurt in the process. And But when it comes to hurting my people and everything else, I know I don't. I can ask for forgiveness, but I know that those were choices that I made. I can't expect people to forgive me for what I've done. You know, I have to learn to live with it. I have to learn to forgive myself, but I can't expect people to just up and forgive me for choices that I've made. I know that I'm responsible for that. I know I need to be held accountable for my actions, and I have. And this isn't a what's good for you isn't good for me. Well, I'm speaking from experience. What's good for you is actually good for it's been good for me. That's the way I've been living my life. Good or bad, I make my mistakes. I live with them. I grow from them, and they are what they are. There's no way in hell that I would let anything like that. I would never be in a position. I would never allow myself to be in a position to sacrifice and compromise who I am for the fame and fortune that you get out of Hollywood. I wouldn't do that. I joke about it a lot. I really do. I'm a jokester. I like to laugh. I like to do, I like to make friends and everything else. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna, if I don't want to do it, it's not, at the end of the day, it's not worth it to me. This, just to kind of show you, I don't want to show you my site, man. Hold on. Is this going to get us here? So you guys can see right here, we owe some people an apology. And one of them is Kanye West. You guys can say this is what happens when you start figuring out how bad the left has been lying to us. You've got the whole Kanye West situation where we have been led to believe that he was crazy. But now you start to revisit the things that he's been saying this whole time, and you realize that these people have led us to believe that he's something that he's not. I'm not going to sit there and say that he doesn't have some issues. I think Kanye has been in a very different place ever since his mom passed away. But even here, Kanye West, you can see right here, Kanye West told us years ago that Diddy was a Fed. He did. Years ago, and let me see, how many seconds is this? 25 seconds? This is about a minute long. Here, we're going to listen to this.
And the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address to my child. None of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Wait,
hold on.
Damn.
All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who, because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talks is because you did a deal, you fucking Fed. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my co-car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about, you shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
Right,
Every Michael you can think of,
right.
but mostly Godfather Michael now.
Wow. That's funny because this is the first time I knew about him saying these things, but this was the first time I ever heard him say it like that. Kanye has said a number of things that are now coming true. Cat Williams, we're led to believe that he's crazy. They've done some things to try to put him in jail. And we've come to find out now that it's all being put out there that he wasn't lying either. But this is where the media messes up. The media will never apologize for anything they say or do, because if they did, then you're going to start to realize that there's a lot. It's going to open up your eyes and make you realize that a lot of the things that they say just aren't true. And it's going to make you start thinking differently when they start trying to convince you that other things are true. But there's a lot of people that they need to apologize for, that they've set up in a negative way. And I honestly believe this whole Mayor Adams, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I'm going through both of them because I'm going to bring them both together at the end of this conversation. But Mayor Adams, just today, just this morning, was indicted for, I believe, bribery, for public corruption charges, including bribery and wire fraud. Now, I believe it's New York, so I do believe he's a Democratic mayor, but this is what I want to say. I want to make sure that you guys understand this, because you guys want to sit up there and try to, and you guys want to believe because the government tells you to, that Donald Trump is a racist. And I know for a fact, in fact, part of the reason why I'm no longer consider myself Democrat or have removed that label from who I am is because like I said, I woke up and I started to realize that with the shit that they were saying about Donald Trump, it's not true. It's a narrative that they are trying to sell. And some of the things that might be true, if you're going to find him guilty of those things, then there's a lot of people on both sides that need to be found guilty for the exact same thing. But in this particular case, what I found interesting, two things. Number one, I find it very interesting that all of this is coming out in the woodworks from the same feds that wanted to prosecute Donald Trump to keep him from being able to run from office. All of a sudden, that same agency is now starting to pull out and prosecute absolutely everyone. How convenient that it's happened. Excuse me. How convenient that it's happening about a month before the presidential election. Excuse me. You guys don't have to see that connection, but it is there. You got the Diddy situation. You got the Mayor Adams situation. Mayor Adams. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I've told you guys here, before I get into that, let's just let's see if there's anything I need to read here. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on 5 federal charges related to bribery, wire fraud, conspiracy, and soliciting campaign contributions from foreign nationals, according to a 57-page indictment unsealed Thursday morning. The indictment alleges illegal action stretching back to 2014 from when he was Brooklyn Borough president. So this was before he was even mayor. And I believe he even confirmed that much, that what they're trying to charge him with was with some situation that happened before he became mayor, and he's only been mayor in New York for about 2 years, I believe. So anyways, now let's make the connection. Let's connect the dots. This whole thing is a huge distraction, in my opinion. Mayor Adams has recently came out, and not only has he said that he's not afraid to deal with the charges, he's going to continue to run the city. He's going to let his legal team handle that situation. But what I find interesting was something he said earlier, and I have to find, if I had it, I would show you, but I couldn't find it with the limited time that I had to bring this to your attention. He believes that the reason why that they've decided to charge him now was because he spoke out against the illegal immigration issue and the border crisis, not in favor of the Democratic Party. It's affecting his city. He has a problem with it. And when he decided to speak out, instead of keeping his mouth shut, all of a sudden, he's being charged with these he's being indicted with these criminal charges. I'm not going to sit there and say that that's exactly what's going on, but I don't think that's too far from the truth. What's also crazy to me, I said, yes, racism exists. I just don't believe that. I think there's an exaggerated version of racism right now that supports the woke agendas, these woke narratives. Every time you say something they don't like, and the minute a color is mentioned in that situation, all of a sudden you're racist. Or if you say something against a certain crowd, the LGBTQ crowd, if they don't like it, all of a sudden you're something phobic, which to me I never got, because I was always raised to believe that being phobic meant that you were in fear of or scared, and nobody is in fear of or scared of that. I'm not scared that I might be this particular thing, because I'm not. It's all a facade. It's all fake. We're not phobic. Come up with some new words. It's not a hate crime. We're just tired of you guys pushing yourselves into our spaces. We're not talking about things that are based on facts and science. We're talking about one belief system versus another. And the only reason why you believe your belief system is better than another belief system is because you label this one a religion and you're labeling this one a cultural diversity, your DEI, whatever the hell you want to call it. But this thing with this, so again, I don't subscribe to the racist narrative in woke agendas. However, if you want to look at something that you could consider racist, look at all the people who are getting in trouble, that they are allowing to be exposed. We know the Democratic Party is responsible for a whole lot more than just the Diddy situation and what's going on with Mayor Adams right now. Letitia James, Mayor Adams, who's the lady in Georgia? Is that Letitia? I forgot her name. The one that slept with her investigator, and they're trying to get Trump as well. All these people are getting in trouble. They're getting exposed. But the other ones, the ones that are trying to convince you, they're trying. This is to all my black people out there. I'm just going to put it out there. You take it for whatever you want. How are you going to let racist people define what racism means or redefine what racism means just so that you don't look at them as the racist that they are? That's, to me, it's just stupid and crazy. Diddy. Now, here's another thing to note on Diddy. Again, this is all a distraction. We can talk about it, but I want to put this to bed because we got the election coming up here in November, and we don't need to be distracted by this nonsense. What we need to do is get out there and make sure everybody is voting, not this mail-in voting stuff. We need to get in there in person, and we need to turn in our ballots and make sure that our vote is actually counted. That's our responsibility. That's how we hold ourselves accountable for this upcoming November election. If you guys want to change, if you don't care about changing anything, you just continue to do what you do, and you just have to deal with the consequences of whatever happened as a result. But what I find very interesting about this whole Diddy situation, because I don't, like I said, you want to be broke wrist or whatever the case may be, that's on you. I don't, that's not my business right there. But what I find is very interesting is this whole Fed situation. I said there's only two things that can happen to Diddy at this point. Either the feds are using him to expose game before the election as a form of distraction, or he's not going to be alive very long. With the information that he supposedly has, the videos, the video footage that they have, not just on the videos you see. I want to see the videos that they have that we don't get to look at. The ones that have those politicians in there. And I can't say a name because all of a sudden we'll get suspended and banned because we made some insinuations. But I think we all have enough information to know who some of those politicians that might be on those videos are. I want to see those videos. If you're really trying to open up that can of worms, let's put it all out there on the table. But I don't think that's going to happen. I really believe that there is a strategic purpose for what they're doing right now. And Diddy is either going to snitch on certain individuals. Now, not everybody. He's going to snitch on whoever the feds want him to snitch on. And it's going to exclude that protected class, that elite class that the government has been protecting for decades. Or they're going to unalive him. They're going to Epstein P. Diddy because he knows too much, and he's probably got more information somewhere else that they just can't find. I don't know. But everything that we've been predicting so far has been in one way, shape, or form coming to light, has been coming true. And at the end of the day, I really believe that we need to be listening to the people that they've been calling crazy. David Chappelle, Cat Williams, I think her name is Jaguar Wright. I've been listening to her a lot lately. Monique. Kanye West. There's a lot. And then that other one that actually is crazy, but he's still been speaking truth. Orlando, what's his name? Orlando Brown. That dude crazy as hell, bro. He is super crazy, but he said, Diddy, you hit me with that school squash. What is the who's got school squash? But I feel for him. Instead of saying you can't listen to him because he's on drugs, you need to take into consideration, how do you go from being in Disney shows and everything else, and all of a sudden you start using drugs? Maybe we should stop looking at the fact that he's using drugs and look at the reasons why he got on drugs in the first place. It's a horrible situation that's going on in Hollywood. But before we close, I'm just going to encourage you guys, man, stop, dude. Put it out there to your left friends. Point out the whole P. Diddy situation and everything that they're trying to get away with right now, and just remind them that's not us. Why are you listening to them tell you who to vote for when the only people that they care about protecting is their own? That's what's wrong. To me, that is the biggest problem that we have in this country right now. Instead of first looking at what's good for this country as a whole, everybody is too self-absorbed, too self-righteous, too concerned what's going on in their personal lives, and they're not making decisions that better the country first. Whether you want to admit it or not, your own personal interests are second to what goes on with this entire country. Protect the country first, build the country first, so that your freedom actually matters. And until we get on that page, we're going to continue to have problems. We're going to continue to be voting for people with no idea, no clue of what's going on. And as I said, we're just going to be worse off than we were. And that's the reason why I'm getting out of Las Vegas, because I'm predicting, like I said, I'm really good at looking at patterns. And I really think that this economy is going to get a little bit worse in certain areas before it gets better. Trump gets into office, I think is going to be a great thing. But you have to remember what they did to him in 2016. They spent his entire campaign as president trying to make him look bad, trying to make it look like his policies wouldn't work. They did everything they could. They did everything they could to break the system that he was trying to fix. And I don't think it's going to be any different when we start looking at if he wins this election. So you guys get out there and vote, man. That man is doing, I don't know, man. I don't know. My main thing right now is I wanted to get back on here. I needed to get back on here and start making content with you guys, because I've been productively distracted. I've been getting other things done, but and even on X, you guys look at my X, I just show you my notifications so you guys know that I'm really putting it out there. But I got people that are responding. Somebody was talking about Christians. I hate this. If you're not a Christian, why are you speaking out against Christians? Their belief is their belief, or my belief, and it's just funny because, again, I truly believe that because the LGBTQ community isn't labeled as a religion, that they think that there's a difference between why their belief system should be more respected or more law abiding than the Christian faith. It's like, bro, no, what you need to do is learn how to live in your own space. If people don't want to agree with what you're doing or what you believe, then you can't force them. Go live in your bubble. Go associate yourselves with people who believe what you believe so that you can get the attention that you're looking for. Now, man, you're not going to get it from me. You're not going to get it from other people who don't subscribe to that narrative. I don't even know why you're trying. You're literally trying to create a world where everybody hates everybody else because we have a difference of opinion or a difference in the way that we believe. And it's crazy to me. Anyways, we've been on with you guys for 35 minutes, man. When we start to grow, I'll be doing more live streams. I'll be bringing more things to you guys' attention. Listen to some of my other videos. You guys will see that I have tried to do things from script, and it doesn't work for me. I am much better at talking about specific issues, even when I ramble on, when I am allowed to speak freely. I think that's actually better for our community as well, because we should be having real conversations. If you truly believe in what you say, then you should have the information right up in here in your head in order to support most of that. When you do your homework and your research, like Candace Owens, it's not just Candace Owens. I keep speaking on Candace Owens because I truly, and I hope she sees this one day, but I truly admire, I am truly grateful for someone like her, because she speaks the truth as she sees it, and she's not afraid to put it out there. And I am actually inspired to get myself on a page to where I am doing the exact same thing my way. Now, one thing to understand about me moving forward, I am not, as much as I will talk to you about politics, it's not about politics for me. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty about why this happened and try to do reaction videos on every last particular political thing that gets brought to our attention. I got too many other things to do in my life. What I do care about, and I grew up this way. I care about you. I care about us as a people, how we can live better. I know it's hard, to believe that people are actually like this, but I really do give a shat about us living better lives and what we can do to work together, because we know the government is not doing that. And as much as I am supporting Trump, I know for a fact that his administration will not have he will not have 100% attention on my own personal interest, and he shouldn't. So, and not yours either. That's the reason why we as a people need to start doing things to come together and start making better decisions that matter to us. Stop listening to the politicians. Stop listening to the corrupt celebrities out there. I mean, we need each other. And that's the reason why I created, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to go to the bigger screen this time. But so this is my community. It is called Righteous, and you can see it. It's really cool. You see the logo, and it goes right for the right, and then the E is like the flag, and then of course the U.S., which can be considered U.S. or it can be considered us, because we're the ones that matter. But this website right here is my community. This is the culmination, basically, of everything I do and everything I want to accomplish moving forward. So basically, you could probably just call it my virtual office. And what you can see, it's built. I built it with a system called Buddy Boss. I really like the Buddy Boss program, but you can see that I have my groups. Most of everything we want to accomplish is going to be through our groups. I have the support and feedback, which is basically just a way for us to kind of ask questions and help make the community better as a people. I've got this kids club, so you guys can see the kids club, where this is where we're going to have our programs for the kids, our Bible studies. We're going to do challenges. I'm hoping that we can get to a page to where that when kids are encouraged to be a part of these programs, that we'll have prizes. We'll give away weekly or monthly prizes. And of course, we want their families and stuff to be involved, because I am a parent, and I never want parents to think that we are trying to do something that they do not approve of. We want the parents to be actively involved in everything that we do or everything that we provide their kids, and they can pick and choose what they want their kids to be a part of and what they don't. That's how it should be. So we've got the kids club. I've got my Mike Rock Uncensored, where I'll be posting all of my videos from Rumble, kind of just updating the community on that stuff. I have in my discussion section, I have my first post, which is basically ask me anything. I thought, discussions, not documents. I was like, dude, did it get erased? So you got this ask me anything. So you can go in there and you can ask whatever. You can start a conversation on everything. I will give my input. The community can give their input. And then what I'm hoping to be able to do in the future is take the best discussions from this group and use them in future videos. Because again, Righteous. Righteous is there, man. I truly believe in, I've tried to do it in different ways before, but I truly believe in the finished product here. This is going to be the only thing as far as my own, well, not the only thing, because I do have my wedding site. If you guys know somebody wants to get married online, again, you're helping me to buy a car for my family. So if they want to get married online, now's the time to do it. I'll do it for as cheap as I possibly can, just so that I can continue to raise money to get us in a better position. But I'm really hoping that people understand what the righteous community is supposed to be. It is a community for us. This is yes, it is conservative based, but anyone who is open to things like common sense, you are invited to join the community. We are, this is. I kind of look at this as a way of like a bartering system. So I have a certain set of skills that I can provide. We've got a course section thing built in where instead of me having to do courses on a daily basis, like for instance, I'll give you a perfect example. When I open up the credit repair side of this community, I'm going to put the information that you need into a course. And when you have questions, and this is just the easiest way for me to do it. When you have questions to help yourself out with credit repair, you can ask questions in the discussion section. Either myself or someone else in the community can help you to get the answers that you need so that you can get your credit repaired. And I'll be giving it away for free. That's even with our men's group, which I'm kind of excited about. It's a little cheesy starting out. We'll have, all of these things that we're talking about now. I think we'll have a better understanding of everything once I'm able to speak on them individually. But right now I'm just kind of giving you guys a summary of everything that's going on. But this men's group is called Camelot. The reason why I call it Camelot, it's a men's group. It's Camelot. If you think about the myth and the fantasy behind Camelot, these were men being men. And that's the whole point of the support group. We want to help men continue to be men, to be better men, better fathers, to stop subscribing to this. I need to, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I need to be subservient to the woman in my life. Whatever works for your relationship works for your relationship. But I'll be honest with you. I know I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. It's not about being a man for me. It's about being a leader in my own life, a king. And that's what our men's group is about. If you know that you're a leader in your own life and you're that king, we want to grow men like that so that not only are we encouraging and supporting each other, we're also helping other young men, boys, to continue to grow up to be the men, to speak out, stand up, to be the protector and the providers that we're supposed to be. Don't let anybody tell you that if a woman wants to be, and I'm just sharing this, if a woman wants to have that role, then that's fine. That works for her, but it doesn't work for you. And I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman saying, hey, no, I'm the leader in my own life. I want to wear the pants in the family. And then for a man to sit up there and say, well, no, I feel like that's my role in my situation. But we're trying to turn it around right now and sit up there and say, well, no, you need to bow it down to me as a woman. That women don't need to be stay-at-home moms. And I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying that everybody has a role and a preference of what they want to be in life. And we, instead of trying to tell people what they should be, maybe we should just start accepting people for who they actually are. Sound pretty good? I think we can do that. Anyways, again, if you guys have it in you, I'm going to be trying to do whatever marathons that I can. I have an opportunity to put myself in an even better situation. The person that's working with me on the car is doing me a huge favor. Of course, I can't ask for it for free. And I am trying to work my ass off to be able to afford it. So yes, if you can afford some kind of donation, whether it's $1 or $2, really think about it. If I do this long and hard enough, and I get enough people to just donate $2, $3, $4, whatever spare change you have available. Think about what it could do to help myself and my family, but not just that. If you look at the things that I'm trying to accomplish with the Righteous program, with the clubs that I made available for the kids and for men. What we're trying, and eventually I'm sure I will have somebody saying, hey, I want to be a part of the righteous community, but I would like to actually be an organizer of my own group. This is what we've got. And if we feel like that's productive, then we will add them to our online community as a staff member, as an organizer, so that we can build this community even more. So I'm kind of hoping that by me sharing this with you guys, that you guys will see that, no, it isn't about just asking for donations or asking for money. I have a mission, with or without someone's help. I have a mission to help people, and I've already put it into practice. I just need to be able to maintain that. Getting myself into a car so that I can pay my bills and not be a burden on my friends and family is the last step in getting ourselves, me and my family, out of the rut that we've been in ever since this whole COVID situation happened and completely ruined my business. Anyways, I'm Mike Rock, man. After this, it is 5:20 at 6 o'clock. We're going to be playing video games. I like video games. I think I would rather be out. I would rather be spending time with someone special. I would rather be, even if it's with my kids when they have time. But my daughter is not going to be here in about an hour or so. My kids have their own, my older sons have their own thing going on. So what better way to spend time with with myself than to spend that with you. So if you guys have the time, join us at Mike Rock Gaming. Our conversations are nowhere close to this professional. We're just being adults. We're just having fun. You're more than welcome to join us. We're going to be on Facebook, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick at Mike Rock or Mike Rock Gaming. I hope to see you guys there. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be playing a new game called The Finals, or it's new to me. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys again. I promise we will not be rambling as much in the future. We're just going to be focus on the videos that we put out there, but I needed to reintroduce myself. I need to reestablish where we're going with all of this, and I am looking forward to building something special with all of you. You guys have a great rest of your day, and if I don't see you before the weekend, get the rest and relaxation that you need so that you can start the next week off strong. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to you're racist if you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin. They don't want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election, they got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president. I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were tolerant, thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock them up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed. Told us trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop them, he don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance, like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, cause y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. Wanna protest? Go hard. Wanna burn flags? Go off. But y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all the terrorists when you're armed. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock them up in a